Saw some rumours about Nat Phillips, possibly linked to Trabzonspor, and Sepp Berg, who you've spoke about on the show, obviously, a couple of times in recent weeks, linked to PSG. Have you got anything on either of those two?
Yeah, so I checked in about the Nat stuff this morning. I haven't actually got anything back, so I'm not. I mean, clearly what's happening there is, from the Turkish side, I can't imagine that story would be nonsense in the sense that it would not benefit Trabzonspor to put the story out there that they'd had a bid rejected. It's not. It's more that would come from Liverpool if it was kind of they just wanted to create a market or anything like that. So, I'm inclined to sort of believe that. Now, in terms of expectations around the fee, my understanding was that Liverpool were looking something around 8 million. Obviously, they would go lower than that. I've no doubt that a deal will probably be struck for lower than that, but that was their starting point in negotiations. So, it doesn't seem like Trabzonspor are too far away from that. If that bid is legitimate, and maybe that's going to be an option for him. But I think it's going to be a decision on the player side and whether he gets offers from elsewhere as well. So it doesn't seem like it's really close at the moment. But like I said, checked in this morning, so we'll hopefully find out soon whether that's going to be how close that is or where they're up to in those negotiations and whether maybe there's anyone else involved. And in terms of Sepp Vandenberg, the biggest issue at the moment with him has been price tagging in terms of what clubs can get near it. So. Obviously, the Mainz had been sniffing around the possibility, but it very, very hard for me to see that they get anywhere near what Liverpool would deem an acceptable fee. It's so far beyond. I know again, say their expectation is 20 million. They would do a deal for lower than that. There's no doubt about that. But even that, even if you said 16, 15 million, that's still so far in excess of what Mainz's record transfer incoming is that I just cannot see them being involved in this conversation, to be honest. And I think, someone at Liverpool shot it down to me and said that you can't really describe what's going on there as talks because the distance on the fee is so much that it's just nowhere near. They're not even really in discussion. So, maybe PSV can get a little bit closer to that. That probably is a bit more realistic in terms of, obviously they'd probably be able to generate a bit more money and obviously a bigger club. And so maybe a little bit more possible with them. But as far as I'm aware at the moment, nothing majorly concrete, just an interest. And then we'll have to see where that goes in terms of bids. But like I say, couldn't see him going back to Mainz. I really find that one hard to see. Maybe PSV a little bit more likely, but at the moment, nothing really concrete going on in terms of, talks to get close to a fee. I think it is just at the moment, as I'm speaking now, just an interest.